the Argentinian tango. Music of love, music of passion. Yes! Like this. These two guys, this girl and this guy, look how in love they are. Look at that! This is tango. Imagine they're like now dancing to tango. Da, 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 da. Why are we talking about tango? Well, I have a good friend of mine, her name is Inga. She just emailed me and she said, Neil, I bought a couple of dulce de leche cans. And I was thinking about it and I said, what is the best way I ever ate dulce de leche? Well, it was in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with a delicious dessert called Alfajor. This delicious cookie that melts in your mouth and is filled with dulce de leche. My name is Neil Fuentes, and this is, what should I cook?
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks.
Hello everyone, my name is Neil Fuentes and welcome to What Should I Cook? Where, like I said before, we're listening to some tango, which is beautiful, beautiful Argentinian music, because we're going to be making one of those desserts that you eat in that country. And this is in honor to a good friend of mine who sent me an email that she bought this product called dulce de leche, and she asked me if I have any suggestions about what to make with it. When she sent me that email, I thought when I was a flight attendant, I used to eat those alfajor like crazy. So why not make them for you and show you how to make them so you can make it at home. Unsalted butter. We have 1 egg and 2 egg yolks. 1 cup of granulated sugar. Then we have 2.5 cups of corn starch. We have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to add to that 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and half a tablespoon of baking powder. And we're also going to zest a half of this lemon for this recipe. So it's very simple. It's always good to start when you bake. You start with your ingredients at room temperature. It's going to make whatever you're making fluffier and actually tastes so much better. So we're going to start with putting my 12 tablespoons of butter right here, and I'm going to kind of like pre-mash it a little bit right there, so it helps out a little bit my little mixer. To that I'm going to add my 1 egg right there, and to that I'm going to add also my 2 egg yolks, right? And also I'm going to start with a little bit of the sugar first, and then I keep adding it as I go. So I got my mixer right here. So let me start slow, actually, there we go. Lower a little, and then I'm going to start adding the cornstarch slowly as well to this mixture so it doesn't go all over the place. See? And here we go. Now the mixture starts getting a little thicker and more. So there we go. So what I did was I also added just now 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and I also added ½ teaspoon of baking powder. And now the secret part is I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brandy. I got my little thing right here. Got 1, 2. And to that also we're going to add a little bit of lemon zest, which is exactly a half of this lemon. So if you don't have one of these, you can always use a regular cheese grater. But these are wonderful for this. So just zest the lemon. Just make sure when you zest the lemon, try not to get any of the white in there, because the white is always going to be a little bitter. We don't want that. We just want the freshness and the aroma of the lemon zest just the yellow part really. So we put our lemon zest, like I said, tablespoon of vanilla, which I already put in, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we're gonna continue to mix this. And there we go. Alright. Okay, so after you mix all the ingredients, it's gonna become like this dough. So what I do is I put a flour on my cutting board, and then I knead it until it becomes this nice and smooth dough. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it back where we had it before, and we're gonna let it rest for 15 minutes. Alright? And then after 15 minutes we're gonna make it into cookies. Well, and guys, it's been 15 minutes now, and here's the dough after letting it rest for 15 minutes. And what I did was I just cleaned up a little, and then I put flour on this board, and then I'm just gonna roll the dough to make cookies. Just very simple. So just start by rolling slowly. It's a very soft dough. It's not like your typical elastic. You know, if you think this is gonna feel like maybe like a bread dough, it's not gonna feel like that at all. It's actually very soft because it's a butter-based dough. Therefore, it's not gonna be elastic. It's gonna be actually creamier. It's like a creamy dough, which is great. And so what happens is when you make these cookies and you put them in your mouth, they just literally, they just melt in your mouth. So I'm starting to cut my cookies in about 1.5-inch size cookies. So Inga, once we bake the cookies for 20 minutes, this is what they're gonna look like. Let me show them to you. You see, they're a little pale. They're actually not too brown. So what we're gonna do now with them is we're gonna make it into a sandwich, which your ingredients that you made a question about, which is dulce de leche. But if you don't find it, you can always make it. And it's actually very simple to make. All you have to do is just buy 1 can of condensed milk and put it in a bain-marie. Basically, you're gonna do is you're gonna put a soup or a saucepan on the stove, and then you're gonna we're gonna fill it up with water, and then you're gonna submerge the can of condensed milk into that water, and you're gonna boil it. You're gonna put it until around here, and you're gonna boil that for about an hour. When you open that can, the condensed milk is gonna be about this color, which is, you can see, it's a rich brown. That is, it's a smoky, very delicious sweetness. That's what it is. So what we're gonna do to make an alfajor is we're gonna make a sandwich with the cookie and the dulce de leche. So you grab your dulce de leche, and don't be stingy, just put a lot in it. Just go like that, see? Absolutely delicious. And then just grab another cookie, put it right on top, and squeeze it a little bit. You want the dulce de leche, as you can see, to be in the outside of the cookie. Why? Because after we do this, we're gonna go into the coconut, and we want the coconut to attach itself to el dulce de leche. So the cookie looks just like that. And they're also very pretty. And you can serve them as an hors d'oeuvre, and you can serve them as a dessert after a great meal. So this, like I said, I made alfajor for you. You asked me about dulce de leche, Inga. So here it is. This is one great recipe that you can make. It's very easy to make. Just make the dough, you let it rest for 15 minutes, put it in the oven for 20, make your sandwiches, try one of these things, and this is just too good. It's just too good. Get yourself a great cup of coffee, like the one that I have right here, and enjoy one of these alfajor. So don't forget to send me your ingredients, don't forget to send me your videos, don't forget to send me your emails, and I'll see you the next time on the next episode of What Should I Cook? My name is Fuentes, and I'll see you next time. Bye.